Okay, bro, just relax.
Coi Leray just dropped a subtle reaction to Trippie Redd's mugshot, and let's just say karma isn't just knocking, it kicked the whole door down. Fans are calling it the ultimate what goes around comes around, and if you've been following the drama, this moment hits harder than his last mixtape. So Trippie Redd got arrested right as he was boarding a flight to France from Miami, and the moment was complete chaos. Fans watched him struggle with the police, but here's where it gets worse. The timing was suspicious. If you remember Lil Durk's recent run-in with the law, this felt like straight up deja vu. But Trippie's charge, way messier in its own way. Now, as y'all probably know, Trippie's legal mess dates back to 2023, when he allegedly dipped out on a court date after getting busted for driving with a fake license. Yep, authorities had been on his neck since then, and somehow he stayed off the radar until now. But this arrest wasn't just about the crime, it was about the timing. And fans are connecting dots in the messiest way possible. We're talking barely 3 weeks after Coi Leray gave birth, and if you remember how chaotic her final trimester was, cheating scandals, viral heartbreaks, Trippie was at the center of it all. Just 2 months ago, he humiliated Coi by getting caught stepping out on her with his so-called best friend. And now, he's in cuffs, and the internet is calling it a divine payback. And here's where it gets spicy. A lot of people think Coi might have had something to do with it, because get this, Trippie somehow dodged arrest for months, only to get snagged right after that messy split with Coi. Now this is where fans started giving Coi the side-eye, because the arrest, it went down on July 4th. Yeah, the exact same day Coi popped back on the timeline for the second time with her post-pregnancy snap back and her baby girl front and center. And trust me, the comment section has been in flames ever since. Fans clowned Trippie Redd, saying Coi's body was bouncing back while Trippie's freedom was bouncing out the door. And even more people claimed she timed her glow up to the second he was booked. But it didn't stop there. People also clowned Trippie Redd for fumbling Coi, and even reminded him that fatherhood and fake licenses don't mix. But plot twist, the hate wasn't just on Trippie alone. Some people turned the lens on Coi too. They questioned how a rising star like her, someone at the top of her game, ended up with Trippie in the first place, let alone had a baby with him. People were genuinely confused how she went from Billboard charts to baby mama drama, and the critique was relentless. One user said, "Bro is a tard and Coi is one too for having a creature with this creature." But some fans weren't having the Coi slander. In fact, they doubled down, saying Trippie Redd deserved to be locked up for the way he did her dirty. One user even said, "Good. Keep his ass in there, treating that damn girl like that." But y'all, was all this just bad timing? Or did Coi Leray have a hand in the moment Trippie Redd got caught slipping? Also, was this Coi's way of getting quiet payback? Or just a cosmic coincidence wrapped in red lipstick and 4th of July fireworks? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and follow button for more untangled celebrity chaos like this.
Y'all, Allie Carter just came out the shadows, and she's exposing what a lot of us already suspected. According to her, Diddy didn't beat that RICO charge because he was innocent. He beat it because he paid $50 million to make it vanish. And no, it wasn't to a lawyer, wasn't even to a judge. Sis says the money went straight to the jurors' families, laundered through fake church donations. And get this, the Kardashians might have been in on it. While y'all were watching Cassie break down on the stand, Diddy was allegedly out here running a whole backdoor payout operation, church tithes, hush money, and holy water cover-ups. So now everyone's asking, did Diddy walk free cause he's innocent, or cause he bought the whole damn courtroom? And that brings us to Allie Carter, the woman who's been digging up receipts this whole time while the rest of the world was distracted by Diddy's drama and Cassie breaking down in court. She's not new to this. Allie's been in the shadows, collecting info, waiting for the right moment to spill everything. And now, she's airing it all out. According to her, Diddy didn't just finesse his way out of a RICO charge. He allegedly paid off the jurors' families with $50 million. But the thing is, he didn't hand them cash directly. He funneled it through so-called church donations to make it look clean. Here's Allie calling it out plain and clear.
Know that there was blood and glass everywhere, but they kept their mouth shut because they got paid. Guilty.
And if you thought that's wild, hear this. She also claims the Kardashians helped funnel the money through that church Kim set up. Now people are wondering, was there more happening behind those rose walls than the Kardashians letting Diddy into their circle? But before we dive deeper, ask yourself, if this is real, what did they have to hide? As you guys probably know, celebrities using religion for PR isn't new. But when Ali drops the line that Diddy disguised juror bribes as church donations, the rumor hits different. She breaks it down. Diddy funnels cash into California Community Church, paying $50,000 plus per month. That money isn't ending up in hymnals. It's going to juror families who suddenly decided Diddy was a hero, not a felon. Now here's where things start looking a little too planned. Some people noticed that right before the footage of Cassie crying in court dropped, Kim Kardashian suddenly unfollowed Diddy on Instagram. Like, why now? Was it a random move, or was she trying to distance herself before things hit the fan? And fans definitely clocked it. Here's one clip of a fan reacting to the church connection that ties it all together.
Okay, so nobody told me that the Kardashians owned a church, and literally they give out charitable donations, almost the same percentage of their income, so they can get a tax write-off because they own a church.
Yeah, and the plot thickens. Turns out rap manager Lou Taylor, the same one who's worked with Diddy, Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, and even the Kardashians, is a whole board member at this church. And the story she's telling? The church setup wasn't just for tithes. It was a money laundering machine. Donations come in for charity, then quietly go out to the families that needed incentive to say, he's innocent. It's giving master plan. And let's not forget, Lou managed Britney during her conservatorship. So this kind of thing isn't new to her. Here's the thing. The prosecutors didn't mention any of this in court. No church trail, no Kardashian connections, no hush money scandal. Ally says they knew but dropped it. Other witnesses speaking on Cassie and youngins, those got pushed aside too. She claims hundreds of witnesses were silenced because their stories were too real, too clean. So now we're stuck thinking, did the legal system let Diddy slide to avoid showing how broken it really is? If the justice system really can be bought for $50 million that skips prosecution and kills RICO charges, what are we supposed to believe? One fan comment you gotta hear. This is why Diddy made eye contact with each juror. It was a confirmation, you all got your money, and another. It takes a lot of courage for Ali to speak up and tell the truth. I'm so proud of her. She's risking her life. But the wildest part, some are straight up saying, if the Kardashians are involved, you better believe there's corruption. Now listen, none of this is confirmed, and that's the point. Alleged $50 million bribes, church laundering, Kardashian strings, juror hush, if even half of it checks out. This isn't just courtroom drama. It's rewriting how rich people buy justice. So what happens next? Will the DOJ reopen the case? Will Kim or Lou say anything? Will Cassie get that justice? Because if Diddy's verdict was bought by church money or Kardashian connections, then nothing in the system is real anymore.